Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials. Grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
Amen. Roll call, please.
Allen.
Here.
Green.
Here.
LaFleur.
Here.
Mistrovich.
Here.
Rindell.
Here.
Ricks.
Here.
Warren.
Here. Good to see everybody here tonight. Approval of minutes for the City Council quarterly roundtable meeting on January 17th. The motion be in order to approve those minutes.
Motion.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Being that, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We also have the regular City Council meeting minutes from that same evening on January 17th. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion on those minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And against? Motion does pass. We also had a special meeting of the City Council on January 24th. Is there a motion for those minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion on those minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to audience comments. We have no one as of right now in the audience, so we will go right through to adoption of agenda. Mr. City Manager?
There's two items that I would ask council to consider adding. Number 5 is the approval of the Chief of Police Public Safety Coordinator job description. And number 6 is the MML Capital Conference.
Okay. City Council, anything else on this? Motion to adopt the agenda as amended would be in order.
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion? Being that, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We now go on. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. There's no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to items for consideration, which we have 6 this evening under the amended agenda. Number 1 is consideration of bid award, SEYMOUR Street reconstruction. Mr. City Manager.
The current budget includes $199,000 for the reconstruction of SEYMOUR Street, very similar to the Dow Street reconstruction and 31 Mile reconstruction. The existing asphalt pavement on SEYMOUR is scheduled to be pulverized, graded, and then overlaid with new asphalt. 9 bids were received, and Telto Contracting was the low bidder. Public Service Director Jim Getzinger is here in case you have any questions.
Jim, anything to add to that?
No, thank you.
Okay. Motion be in order.
I make a motion to award the SEYMOUR Street reconstruction project to Telto Contracting in the amount of $192,464.50 with expenses charged to the appropriate line item in the local street fund. Support.
Motion made and supported. Any discussion on this? Low bidder?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. I should have asked, when is this started or ended? Do we have a start end?
It would be anticipated April in May, somewhere in there, yeah.
Good. Okay, item number 2 is consideration of bid award for Burke Drive reconstruction. Mr. City Manager?
The current budget includes funds for the reconstruction of Burke Drive. The roadway will be replaced with a steeper crown cross slope and a heavy-duty pavement section. Due to the truck traffic on this street, it'll be 6 inches of asphalt versus 4. James P. Contracting was the low bidder, and again, Jim is here to answer any questions.
Thank you. Anything to add, Jim?
It is new curb and gutter. on there.
All the way?
Correct.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion to award the Burke Drive reconstruction project to James P. Contracting in the amount of $124,716.27, with the expenses charged to the appropriate line item in the local street fund.
Support.
Motion made and supported. Any discussion on this? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 3 is consideration of personnel board appointment. Mr. City Manager.
There is currently one vacancy on the Personnel Board, and we have received a application from Jeff DeBuck expressing his interest in being appointed to this board, and the application was emailed to council previously.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to appoint Jeff DeBuck to the Personnel Board to fill a vacant term with an expiration date of December 31st, 2023.
Support.
Motion made and supported. Any discussion? We appreciate Jeff coming on board. It's his first time serving this city in this function, but as we see on his resume here, or his application, I should say, he's had quite a bit of community involvement also with Little League in good old days, and also the Richmond Moose, besides being volunteer for our Christmas decorations and many other things. I twisted his arm a little bit, didn't take much, and he said he was ready to go. So happy to see that he did follow through and fill out the application. And as that board doesn't meet a lot, it will be meeting soon, I believe. So it was something we had to get done here. So, any other comments? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 4, special event request, mobile food vendor, STARR Brewery. Mr. City Manager?
The City Council is scheduled to consider a special event request for mobile food vendor from STARR to have a mobile food vendor on February 12th and February 19th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. The 12th would be Endless Possibilities, and the 19th would be Outlaw Smoke Barbecue. I believe both events, they're going to have live music and other things going on.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the special event request for a mobile food vendor from STARR Brewery to have a mobile food vendor Endless Possibilities and Outlaw Smoke Barbecue on Saturday, February 12th and Saturday, February 19th, respectively from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. Any discussion? I will be voting my no on the food vendor, not on the event. Any other comments? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Aye. Motion does pass. Item number 5 is approval job description. Mr. City Manager.
The City Council is scheduled to consider approving the Chief of Police Public Safety Coordinator job description. Council's discussed this position at both their January 17th quarterly roundtable and the January 24th special meeting. Along with that, I did go to the general membership meeting of the RVFD, and then on Monday, January 31st, the Police Chief Selection Committee further kind of tweaked the formatting a little bit to make it a little easier to follow. And so before I use the final version of the job description.
Thank you. Is there a motion before discussion?
I'll make the motion to approve the revised Chief of Police / Public Safety Coordinator job description.
Support.
It's been made and supported. Any further discussion? I say further discussion because we have gone through this quite a bit. And I believe City Manager did a good job of condensing down all the concerns under the job description, working with the fire department and the police department and the city council. So it's a formality tonight, basically. I think we've given kind of a nod to this, and there's people already applying. If there's nothing else, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Our final item on the amended agenda is the MML CAP conference. Mr. City Manager?
The MML Capital Conference is coming up shortly. If we register soon, there's an early bird rate, and there were, I believe, up to 3 council members that had expressed interest in going. And so we wanted to place it on the agenda. We haven't had many go recently with COVID and everything, so want to put it on the agenda tonight for discussion.
Thank you. As John stated, we normally only have 1, maybe 2 that ever go to this particular one. 3 is fine, but we'll have to amend the agenda, in which we can do later. My concern, and the reason I asked John to put it on tonight, so that we could have a council discussion on it. And what is it, and I'd like to know, what is it that the city is paying? We've had these conversations in years gone by when there was people that didn't have any place to stay or whatever. And I'm not sure, historically, the people that have been going usually have either had a place close to stay. Michael, you've had places to stay. I'm not sure, I know, Jamie, you've gone to a few of the MML conferences, but I don't know, I don't know that we need a written policy, but what is our policy? Are we going to cover meals? Are we going to cover cost of lodging? What are we covering? The charter says we can cover the cost of a seated city council member in doing the business of, and this is certainly educational. And I applaud the 3 of you. If 3 are still going, I'm not sure. I know you 2 guys are.
Yeah.
Michael, do you know if you're going?
No, I was going to pass this.
You're going to pass? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, we're back to 2. So then the question would be, how are we covering costs? And what's our past practice been on this?
Past practice, it's evolved over time. When like Mike and Jeff started going, I think we paid for the conference, the mileage, and the lodging.
Okay.
That evolved over time, and oftentimes Jeff and Mike would share a room to cut down on the lodging costs. And I think during the downturn, they agreed not to charge the city mileage. We would pay for the conference, we would pay for the lodging. They didn't submit for mileage. Now again, prior to the downturn, I think we paid for all 3. So it's evolved. Some years that Mike went, certainly he was able to stay at his relatives sometimes, but other times I believe they shared a room at the conference. So
okay.
I hate to say it's all of the above, but it did kind of evolve through the years, based on whether we were in the downturn or prior to that.
So that's why I asked if we could talk about it. What do we want to do? What should our, policy be on it? What if all council members wanted to go to this? Then we should probably budget for that, and whatever we don't use, we don't use. But right now, we're already, if 3 of you were going, if 3 of them were gone, we would have been over our budgeted amount in that line
we're
item?
Currently over our budget in that line item right now, because people hadn't been going, so we cut back on it, not to say that in previous years that line item wasn't more, but recently we've cut back on it, but we are, I think, $70 over right now. Okay. Again, certainly could be amended.
We've got a healthy fund balance. We can afford it.
Yes, we can.
I don't know. What's anybody want to do with this?
I think if they want to represent, and if there's 2 of them going, I think we should cover their costs.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have any issue with that at all.
Yeah, I agree. Participating in these quite a number of years, it did evolve, as the city manager said. For this, the Capitol Conference, which is always in Lansing, obviously, I was able to stay close by. And then just kind of as a cost share was kind of the unwritten thing that we wouldn't charge for mileage, because kind of to help with the cost, because it is advantageous for the city to have somebody there, and it's good learning experience for council members, and it's they can bring things back, and I think it's good. So that's why I was kind of agreed, especially when the economy turned bad, we decided to share the cost.
Yeah. So. Okay. Guys,
Yeah,
everybody feel?
And I've gone to the MML training, which then I paid for my own hotel, which was fine, because we were in that economic downturn. But then this last time we went to the MML conference, the city paid for the hotel, so.
Okay, the last time?
Yes.
Okay, all right,
So I've paid for it and the city's paid for it. I've never claimed food or mileage though.
yeah, okay.
And I'll do whatever, I mean,
Yeah,
Whatever
whatever.
the rest of council's
Well,
comfortable with.
okay. You guys get some kind of consensus? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm good with whatever.
agreeable to
I'm good with whatever.
lodging and, well, certainly the expense, but,
Lodging and registration.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking?
That seems to be what Mike's kind of.
Yep.
Past practice.
think lodging
Recent
and-
past
And
practice.
take sandwiches, you might want to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the good part is there's lots of food there.
Yeah, there's lots of food at that, yeah, I know.
And they
I've
have-
never been there, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
why I haven't been there.
It's all included, snacks. and
Snacks.
There's usually then
Okay,
one of the
okay,
afterglow.
okay. Is there anybody else that wanted to go to this?
Right? That'd be great. Because they have an ARPA conference. Like, they have a workshop
Yeah.
specifically, and that was what intrigued me,
Yeah.
that it
You
even
haven't read,
says.
you haven't read the 45-page thing that John gave us about how you can spend those funds?
Yeah, well, it says come
Here to
roll.
figure
A
it
little
out.
more condensed in
No.
3 hours.
Yeah, and it says come roll up your sleeves with Serve My City. So we're.
Yeah. Okay, if there's no one else, then I don't think we need a motion at this point.
If the consensus of the council is that we'll, from what I've heard, is the hotel and the registration, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll do whatever council wants, but certainly,
I'm going to make a motion that we cover the cost of lodging and registration for the, was it Capital Conference of 2022. That way it's going to be in the minutes, that's what we're doing.
Yep. I'll support.
You know, we have a record now. I think in the future, I don't want to talk for everybody, but in the future,
Yeah, maybe
that's
we-
probably what we should be doing, is not only the registration, but paying
Yeah,
for the
lodging,
lodging
for sure.
too. It's only fair to
Yep.
not
Well,
put that.
And we need to add it back. in the
Mr. Mayor,
budget.
I guess I would just never want it to inhibit somebody from going
Right.
because they
Yeah.
were concerned about finances.
Exactly, yeah, yep. I agree, JB. So I made a motion, is there support?
Support.
Michael supports. Any other comments on that? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. I'm sorry I didn't put that in writing, Karen.
Oh, that's fine. I got it.
Okay. Okay, we move on. Miscellaneous matters from the city manager, sir.
just want to congratulate the rec department on a successful chili cook-off. We've already had a meeting this morning on, ways to make it better, and hopefully next year we'll move it over to the Aud and be on Main Street, and that might open up some opportunities there for partnerships. So that was a great event. And then just thank you to everyone that was able to attend Chief Teskey's retirement luncheon. Again, another nice event.
Very good. Moving on, council comments. Dennis?
Well said tonight.
Jamie?
None.
Nothing, thank you.
Nothing.
Yes, just one more thing about the Capitol Conference, just to explain in case anybody's interested. One of the important things about it is it's the Capitol Conference, is that we as council members that go get the opportunity to not only talk with our rep and senator, but multiple ones that come. They come to the events, they come to the networking and social time as well. So it's important for all municipalities to have that kind of focused approach, and that's what it's for. It's to really let them know what the cities are thinking and how we need their support. So we have a real good, obviously, relationship with our reps, and that I'm not so concerned there, but it's still good to get there and to show that we're there for the other municipalities that may have issues with some of the legislature or something, that we can help with that too. So it's another important part of it.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Went all the way around. Coming to me, February calendar. Today being the 7th, we have a planning commission meeting at 7 o'clock on the 10th here at City Hall. And 2 weeks from tonight will be our city council meeting. I believe that's a workshop, is it not? Do we have a workshop? No?
Just had one.
Yeah, we just had one. I think I have something at 5:30. I think that's what it is. But 2 weeks from tonight, our next regularly scheduled city council meeting will be right here at 7 o'clock. And that begins winter break also for the schools on the 21st. We've got a few announcements here. The Miss Richmond pageant will be Sunday, March 20th at 2 o'clock. And for more information on that, you can call 727-1320. The Richmond Police Officers Association will be holding a Night to Remember on Saturday, February 19th at Maniaci's Banquet Center. I don't know if any tickets are left.
I think there might be some.
There may be a few.
Yeah, a few. Call quickly.
If you'd still like to make that, it's a good time. You call 727-1011, which is the Richmond Flower Shop. They're handling the tickets for that event. The 8th Annual Historic Tea Fundraiser, Saturday, March 12th, will be held at Solitude Links Golf Course and Banquet Center in Kimball. That is going to be held from 2 to 4. It is Wedding Gown Through the Ages. That is a fundraiser for our Historical Society. You can contact Christine Rowley at 810-392-0261 for advanced tickets. Beginners Yoga is going on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 7 in our senior center, I believe. Yes. Any questions on that? 727-3064 for our Recreation Department. And our Recreation Department is also still holding the hall walking at the Richmond Lee School on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays through March 31st from 6 to 8. It's a $1 fee. Again, any questions on that, you can call 727-3064. The other thing that has come out, hopefully the camera can pick up on this, is our newsletter. It's the second one that we've put out. It's something we're trying to get more information out to the public. You can pick one of these up at City Hall, the library, or our senior center. And City Manager informs me it is also online. And some of our restaurants have taken these also, put at the tables. I believe it's 8 pages.
Yeah,
I think it's 8
pages this time.
And it's got quite a bit of information in it. Tell you how to register for certain things that the city puts on, and also some useful information. And our new hires in the police department, we have people there, new hires at the library, one of our inspectors, a Volunteer of the Year award, quite a bit of information on there. Also, I'd like to echo the city manager's comments. The last 11 and a half years, we've had a great chief of police here that raised the bar high for Richmond. We all hope that he has a long and great retirement. He deserves it. So with that, is there any other business of the city council this evening? Being none, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. There's no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
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 Against? The motion does pass. Thank you for being with us.